Ford and Toyota are slashing prices and dumping all their cars for a cheap price. And sooner or later, we will have the option to buy these affordable cars directly from them, without any need for the middleman, dealerships. They'll no longer be haggling over the price and running around parking lots. You could be able to order your car and get it at your front porch the next morning. And this will change everything. Let me explain. But first, why? Well, declining sales and some serious market shakeups. The shift towards direct-to-consumer sales is like pouring gasoline on a fire that's already raging. According to the Cox Automotive Dealer Sentiment Index, the overall market outlook for US dealers has hit an all-time low. We're talking widespread pessimism and a forecast for a weak market in the coming months. What's causing all this doom and gloom? High interest rates, economic uncertainty, and a major drop in used vehicle sales. A triple threat that's really taken a toll on dealer profitability and sentiment. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And that's exactly what automakers like Ford and Toyota are doing. As sales take a nosedive, these manufacturers are feeling the heat to adapt fast. The traditional dealership model is starting to look more like a relic, especially in a market where consumers are gravitating toward online sales. And with sales slumping, automakers are scrambling to cut costs and optimize their operations. But this thing goes a lot deeper than that, so let's talk about it. The plan. The DTC approach is like a magic wand. It allows them to ditch the dealership middleman, streamline their supply chains, and better align production with actual market demand. Bye-bye excess inventory. Hello at lean and mean manufacturing. And let's not forget the pressure from rising production costs and the need to stay ahead of the EV curve. This DTC shift is a strategic must-have. But the benefits of going DTC go beyond just dollars and cents. It's all about elevating the customer experience by taking the reins on the entire sales process. These automakers can provide a seamless, personalized buying journey that'll have customers feeling like VIPs. So where does this leave us, the car buying public? Well, my friends, it's time to say goodbye to the traditional dealership and hello to a whole new world of online customization, transparent pricing, and convenience that'll make you feel better. Imagine a world where purchasing your dream ride is as easy as ordering a pizza. That's the innovative approach Ford and Toyota are bringing to the table. Gone are the days of navigating the high-pressure, confusing world of traditional dealerships with a seamless online experience where you can customize your perfect vehicle with just a few clicks. It's like having your own personal car concierge right at your fingertips. Goodbye high-pressure tactics and convoluted pricing structures. These companies are prioritizing a streamlined, user-friendly experience that caters to modern consumer preferences. It's like they've finally cracked the code on making car shopping actually enjoyable. Now the real game changer: online customization. No more endless negotiations and uncertainty. Ford and Toyota are empowering their customers to design their dream cars from the comfort of their own home. Just imagine you can pick the color, the features, even the wheels, all without ever stepping foot in a dealership. It's like having your own personal design studio but for cars. But the real cherry on top is the emphasis on transparency and simplicity. Consumers today demand clear, upfront pricing, no hidden fees or surprises, and that's exactly what Ford and Toyota are delivering. Detailed cost breakdowns and straightforward pricing? Ha! Sign me up! But the benefits don't stop there. By shifting the sales process online, these companies are taking control of the customer experience from start to finish. What does this mean to them? Well, seamless interactions, consistent quality, and convenience that'll make you, the customer, buy and spend more. Toyota's home delivery option is a prime example. It's like having your new ride dropped off right to your doorstep, just like Amazon. And the implications of this transformation go beyond just making car buying a breeze. Ford and Toyota are positioning themselves to stay ahead of the curve as the market evolves. With younger generations increasingly favoring online shopping, these companies are future-proofing their businesses. Plus, the data they can gather on consumer behavior, pure gold for improving their products and marketing strategies. Look at Ford's Ford Direct platform that connects buyers directly with dealerships, and Toyota's Toyota at Home initiative that blends virtual and physical experiences with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and augmented reality. Big data. The data, the good, the bad, and the downright juicy. In today's digital world, it's the driving force behind the most cutting-edge innovations, and the auto industry is no exception. We're not talking about some dry, lifeless spreadsheet here. This is real-world, in-the-trenches intel about what makes you, the car-buying superstar, tick. What features get you revved up? What pain points make you want to throw the towel in during the car buying process? Trust me, the automakers are about to have a front row seat to the inner workings of your mind. Imagine spending hours meticulously customizing your dream ride on the virtual configurator. That level of granular data is a goldmine for automakers when it comes to future car designs and feature development. Satisfaction levels, usage patterns, it's all invaluable information that can help them craft even better cars and hone their marketing with pinpoint precision. But my friends, all of this digital wizardry comes with a lot of responsibility, and we're not just talking about our right to privacy. The past trials. You see, both of these companies have tried this at some point, but their efforts got them nowhere. Let me break it down for you. Toyota's Smart Path promised a revolution, but the reality was a bit of a letdown. Sure, you could build and have your perfect ride delivered to your doorstep, but those pesky dealer markups were still alive and kicking. Talk about a buzzkill, am I right? And let's be real, customers were ravenous for a game changer that would finally put an end to those age-old gripes. Sadly, Toyota just couldn't seem to hit the mark, and by 2022, the Smart Path program was history. I mean, let's face it, a fancy online setup is cool and all, but it can't magically fix deep-rooted problems overnight. But here's where things get juicy, my friends. The Smart Path program may have fallen short, but it did something unexpected. It shone a spotlight on the real beast lurking in the shadows, the dealerships themselves. You see, one of the biggest reasons Toyota's revolutionary idea didn't quite take off was that the dealerships were actively working against it. I mean, let's be honest, these guys are just like any other business out there. Their top priority is making that sweet profit. And when you're raking in the big bucks from financing plans, insurance policies, and extended warranties, why would you want to rock the boat? Sure, the markup on the vehicles is a nice little bonus, but those add-on services are where they really clean up. And with more and more people opting to cut out the middleman and buy cars online, these dealerships are starting to feel the squeeze. Enter Toyota's Smart Path, a bold attempt to disrupt the status quo and put the power back in the hands of the customer. Talk about stepping on some toes, am I right? Unsurprisingly, the dealerships were less than thrilled about this idea. I mean, why would they want to sell Toyota vehicles through Smart Path when it meant saying goodbye to all those juicy profit centers? There's just no incentive there, folks. So it's no wonder the program didn't exactly take the world by storm. But you know what it did? It shone a spotlight on the dealership industry's stubborn resistance to embracing digital solutions and modernizing the car buying experience. Toyota found themselves in a real pickle, trying to balance satisfying their customers while working within the constraints of the existing legal framework. Talk about a rock and a hard place. That's why Toyota has decided to scrap the Smart Path program and start fresh with a new one. This time, they're taking the reins and giving themselves way more control over the entire process, from financing and insurance to marketing and advertising. As a major manufacturer, they've got the resources and know how to handle it all, especially with Ford doing the same thing. But hey, as they say, progress is never easy. Gotta break a few eggs to make an omelette, am I right? Now, you may remember the buzz surrounding Toyota's Smart Path program, which aimed to revolutionize the car buying experience. But as it turns out, even the mighty Toyota couldn't escape the roadblocks posed by dealerships and unresolved issues like those pesky dealer markups. But what about Ford? Well, let's talk about it. Ford's Direct. Let's rewind to the early 2000s when Ford decided to dip its toes into the world of online sales with its Ford Direct program. The idea was simple: let customers browse inventory, get pricing info, and even complete parts of the buying process, all from the comfort of their own homes. Sounds pretty sweet, right? Well, not so fast, my friends. You see, the dealerships didn't exactly see it that way. They viewed Ford Direct as a direct threat to their traditional business model, and they were not going down without a fight. The dealerships argued that the program violated franchise agreements and threatened their ability to rake in the big bucks from add-on services, like financing and extended warranties. Ford, caught between a rock and a hard place, found itself trying to balance satisfying customer demand for a more streamlined buying process, while also keeping its dealer network happy. And as you can probably guess, that didn't exactly end well. Despite the initial enthusiasm from consumers, Ford Direct just couldn't seem to gain any real traction. The dealerships, determined to protect their turf, actively worked to undermine the program, often refusing to honor online prices or provide the level of service promised by the DTC model. Customers were left feeling utterly frustrated, caught in the disconnect between the shiny online experience and the harsh reality of the traditional dealership. Ultimately, Ford had no choice but to wave the white flag and abandon the Ford Direct program. The experience was a stark reminder of the power of dealerships to resist change and the daunting challenges of implementing a DTC model within the existing legal and regulatory framework. Ouch, that's gotta sting. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, and that's exactly what Ford did. The company learned some valuable lessons from its Ford Direct debacle and decided to take a more measured approach moving forward. In recent years, Ford has worked hand in hand with its dealer network to develop new digital tools and processes that enhance the buying experience without completely cutting out the dealership. We're talking real-time pricing, inventory availability, financing pre-approvals, the whole shebang. But Ford hasn't stopped there. The company has also acknowledged the need for deeper, more fundamental changes to the sales model, including the potential for a more direct relationship with customers. And just recently, Ford made waves by announcing its plans to abandon traditional dealerships in favor of a DTC approach. Talk about a bold move, am I right? Now, as Ford embarks on this new journey, it's facing many of the same challenges that tripped up Toyota's smart path. Those dealerships aren't going to go down without a fight, and Ford will need to navigate those tensions with the utmost care and finesse. Plus, let's not forget about the massive investment required to build out Ford's digital infrastructure and capabilities to support a truly seamless DTC experience. We're talking robust online platforms, integrated systems, and top-notch customer support. It's no easy feat, my friend. But you know what they say, no pain, no gain. And Ford is clearly committed to the DTC model, recognizing it as a crucial step in adapting to the evolving needs and preferences of modern consumers. The company's past failures with Ford Direct have taught it some valuable lessons about the importance of collaboration, transparency, and a comprehensive approach to change. As Ford and the rest of the automotive industry continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in the car buying experience, the lessons of the past will be the North Star. The road ahead may be long and winding, but with perseverance and a little bit of that Ford grit, the potential rewards are well worth it. So what now? What does all of this mean to you and me? Let's dissect it. Forget the old days of haggling at the dealership. This blue oval behemoth is completely reinventing the entire driving experience. And let me tell you, it's nothing short of revolutionary. Let's talk about fixed pricing. That's right, my friends, the days of back and forth negotiation are history. Ford snatched a page right out of the no-hassle playbook and decided to change the game for everyone. It's like they've got a crystal ball, foreseeing our collective disdain for the traditional dealership dance. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. These Ford dealerships are transforming into tech-savvy service hubs, outfitted with all the bells and whistles you can imagine. Imagine yourself strolling into a Ford Center, not to bicker over numbers but to get your ride fine-tuned while you sip a premium latte. Sounds like a dream come true, doesn't it? But wait, there's more. Jim Farley, Ford's CEO, is diving headfirst into the digital era and he's not holding back. We're talking 100% online transactions and cars delivered straight to your doorstep, like Amazon Prime, but for your next set of wheels. And get this, he's taking notes from the likes of Tesla and pioneering Chinese automakers, making sure Ford stays at the cutting edge of this driving tech revolution. Yet Ford's not just content with keeping up with the trendsetters. They're aiming to lead the pack with a laser-sharp focus on reducing costs, streamlining the buying process, and adding a dash of Tesla's cool factor. This Blue Oval brand is crafting something truly extraordinary. And the best part? They're making sure their dealers come along for the ride. But let's be real, my friends, all this progress doesn't come without its fair share of challenges. These dealerships are in a do-or-die situation, adapt or risk becoming obsolete, kind of like a smartphone revolution. Either you jump on the bandwagon or end up peddling relics to a dwindling audience. And let's not forget the financial commitment required to transform Ford's entire sales model into a high-tech, digitally seamless experience. We're talking investments that could easily soar into the billions, covering everything from revamping dealership infrastructure to rolling out advanced online payment platforms and ensuring a robust supply chain for direct deliveries. It's a monumental undertaking, no doubt, but Ford's clearly got their sights set on the future. They're not just tinkering with a few features here and there, they're rewriting the entire playbook of the automotive industry. And they're going through all of this because at this point they need to survive. But don't just take my word for it, look at the stats, because the numbers don't lie. You see, sticking with the traditional way of doing things is costing automakers a staggering $2,000 more per vehicle compared to Tesla's sleek, dealer-free approach. 2/3 of that jaw-dropping money is essentially just burning money on ads and keeping cars parked on lots, soaking up the sun. It's like paying rent for a car's tanning session. And get this, the latest hits, the Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning, flew off the virtual shelves without the need for a massive ad blitz. Talk about a game changer, am I right? But here's where things really start to get wild. Despite the initial success of these popular models, dealerships are now reporting a surplus of Mustang Mach-E's and F-150 Lightnings sitting around, like they don't know what to do with them. And you know what's behind this? A lot of EV buyers are skipping the dealership entirely and shopping online. Ouch, that's got to sting. This tension between automakers and dealerships isn't just about the extra cars, it's about the hefty costs that come with a traditional dealership model. We're talking about real estate, inventory management, staffing, the whole 9 yards. All of these expenses end up adding to the final price that consumers pay. But by cutting out the middleman, Ford, Toyota, and other big players could slash their distribution costs big time. And you know what that means, don't you? They could pass those savings right on to you, making their prices much more competitive and potentially cornering a bigger slice of the market. Or they might reinvest their cash into research and development, pushing the envelope on all the cool stuff we really want. Heck, they might even just boost their profits, making their shareholders smile all the way to the bank. Now, I know what you're thinking. All this change isn't going to be easy. It's going to require some serious upfront investment in digital infrastructure, logistics networks, and customer service capabilities. And these automakers are in it for the long haul, because over time, those investments could pay off in spades. Of course, the real work is going to be dismantling the dealership network, which has been the industry's backbone for ages. The road ahead is filled with legal labyrinths and operational hurdles that automakers will need to navigate with precision and strategy. It ain't going to be easy, but let's be real, this is just the beginning of what they'll eventually have to face. But what do you think about this? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.